me record. How is you, homie?
Well,
Well,
I went in my bed to watch some football on my little phone just because I was like, I'll just lay down. And I fell asleep and shoot, my poor dolls got murdered
Oh, by who?
by the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, well, the Bills are doing good though.
Yeah, they're like, what, 13 and 3?
But doesn't it give you a better chance of the what's it called when you get to pick for the draft? Like, isn't the suckiest team, which everybody talked shit about? Who was it that has been playing terrible? The Jets, and then they went and won that one game, and they lost their first draft or something like that. So once your team is super crappy, you do want it to continue to be the crappiest it could be, just so that you can get those perks. But I mean, your team was like not really doing that bad, so
Yeah, maybe they'll get like, because I know the quarterback is young, but and inexperienced, but so maybe next year. But I mean, they're still in the playoffs.
yeah, my team is actually, I just paused the game. I just paused it because they're about to play, and if they win, they're in. If they're not, they give a chance to the Giants, which
What
is
are the Eagles? The Eagles are what?
yeah, the Eagles. So it's like, right, they were saying, how the Giants and, well, the football team too, but the Giants and the Cowboys hate the Eagles. And today, Sunday, they were just begging that they beat my team. But that's because that means they would get a shot at having a spot at the playoffs, like as the wild card. And the Giants beat the Cowboys, so now the Cowboys don't have a chance. But if the Eagles beat us, then the Giants have a chance. So, or they are going. So, I paused it because I really want to watch it. Because usually I can't watch any Washington football team games because they don't really play them in this zone, in this area, part of the United States. So I'm like, oh, they're gonna fucking play it, and it's so important. So it's fucking cool. And just now they had the Raiders versus the
Broncos.
Denver. Yeah, the Broncos. That was a good game. That was really
Yeah,
good.
close.
Yeah,
It was a nail biter.
it was really good. So
Well,
yeah,
I did fall asleep during the. Like, I took a 2-hour nap, bro. I'm just like, what am I
that's
gonna
good.
do? I have to go back to work.
I
No more
know.
naps.
What's up?
No more naps.
I know. I'm gonna miss the fact that, and it wasn't like it was all the time, but once in a while I was like, I'm just gonna take a nap real quick. But I was so productive after.
Look, Washington.
Yay! Hey! Even though, is it just like random Washington, or is like for
Yeah.
the college?
No, it's just when I went to a conference in Washington, and I didn't have like a hoodie, so I bought this.
Oh, that's cool.
Several years.
And it's red.
Yeah, let's see. Washington.
Oh, that's really cool. I have to go.
Now it's cold. It's cold today.
Were you cold? I was cold earlier, and then I took a shower, and now I'm not cold, but I was cold like at noon and shit. I was like, it's fucking cold.
All day I've been cold. I'm like, gosh, I'm not coming down with anything.
Don't say that. Let's
Like
not.
a cold or
Well, didn't you get the flu?
bitch. What?
Didn't you get the flu?
The flu shot or?
Oh, yeah, the flu shot. Didn't you get the flu?
Like, no, I don't think so. That's like that show.
Oh, Oh my God, you and your shows. You know what show I watched the other day? The X-Men show.
I get it now. I understand. You berated me. It's not a show.
If you want to call movies shows, Lorisi, go ahead. Maybe that's just your thing.
You're all mad.
Nah, it's okay. I'm just like, you tell me, you remember that show with the girls that, and then you start describing it. So I started thinking of everything. I'm like, what show is that? And then later when you come up with the movie, I'm like, that's not a fucking show.
You know, my mom and dad.
Oh, blame it on your mom and dad now.
Yes, I'm gonna. They're not alive to defend themselves.
They didn't teach me proper.
No, they
Stuff.
were like old school, so they would be like, you know that thing.
Oh, see, for them, I mean, if they're not used to movies, but your dad was in movies. What are you talking about?
Okay, it was a good segue.
Yeah, you tried, homie. You tried. I've had
I'm gonna turn up my sound.
I'm all like, so what's gonna happen if the sound goes up?
Ooh, I burned you. I burned you bad.
You burned me hardcore, homie. Well, this is technically, it's our first New Year's episode, even though we are, I include you, delayed on the other episode because I lost track of time. I really don't know what day it was yesterday or the day before either.
I kept having to ask Siri, what's today?
Yeah, I was gone and but so the episode that's coming out tomorrow is the episode that was filmed before the new year. So even though it's airing tomorrow, the first episode that we're doing 2021 is today. I feel like I'm super off because I'm not drinking. It sucks. You know what it's like if like I'm drinking a mimosa, but that's all I've really been drinking. You know, I haven't been drinking is actually what I'm trying to say. But I feel like, you know how either artists or shows or something like, and actually the Breakfast Club is kind of hard to use it as an example, but they used to be really, really good. And then all of a sudden they're more famous, but they're not as funny or like raunchy or whatever as it used to be. And it's because the person that was the host or whatever, the actor host, was on drugs or drunk or something like that. So once they fix their lives, it's not the same, you know what I mean, to us, because we're like for example, there's so many artists that I love their music when they were depressed and they wanted to kill themselves, and then once they are found happiness, I'm just like, the music's not the same, you know. So that's how I mean that. I was gonna say it's like how the podcast all of a sudden will become like a thing and people are like, oh, it's great, but then I stop drinking and I'm just like, so, what'd you do today?
What'd you do today?
So what else?
Well,
let me get this bitch started real quick and I'm gonna start it and then I wanna, or actually, let me go get a whiskey. Then let's come back and start this properly, Lorisi, because this is some bullshit. I don't know what's wrong with me. I apologize, IO Cats and Kittens. Let me get my shit together by drinking. Let me get a drink, homie.
How do you like the background?
Oh, shit. Oh, that's really cool. I was wondering why, you know what it is? Like that all the focus is on you. And I was like, what's different? And oh, that's cool. Hey, you're right. It really does make a big difference, bro.
You think?
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Put stuff up there too.
Nice.
I got a big dry erase board too.
Yeah, and I wish that we had real loyal IO Cats and Kittens that would go back in every single podcast and get the clip of every single time that you've said, hey, guess what? I got a whiteboard. said it on the podcast at least 4 times.
Oh, that's also what my dad used to do. He used to repeat himself. So I'm like my dad.
Oh, there you go. And also, I thought that we were going to have a New Year's show, even though this is not going to be aired until next week. So I want to wear a hat instead of like a baseball hat instead of this hat. So let me get a whiskey and a hat and I'll be back.
You have a hat.
I was trying to be fancy, but I don't want to be right now.
Oh, okay.
Look at my I was gonna say, look at my titties. But I meant to say, look at my hat that says titties.
Well, I noticed, do you have a shirt underneath that shirt?
No, this is just
How
me.
low it is. You're like showing all your stuff.
My tits are here. I'm old. My tits are a little bit lower, and they're not really like. There they are. That's all I need.
Sexy bitch.
I just took a shower. I just kind of grabbed this shirt and I was like, and I haven't been wearing a bra. Do you want me to button it all the way up, homie?
No, I like it. I thought it was one of those clear. Now you look like a fishing, like you're gonna go fishing.
Fishing. Oh, by the
Or
button up.
Or camping.
This
That's
looks like
usually-
camping.
What?
This looks like camping.
If it's buttoned up because it's cold and
Oh,
You like hiking?
hunting.
there you go. That's more
Hunting. You're right.
manly.
Well, no, because I'm not gonna do it, homie. No,
Don't have
because
to button it. I'm just kidding.
as long as my titties don't pop out. What was I gonna say? Well, no, because hunting, you actually need to be covered up. But when you go, just camping, you're wearing a jacket or something like more stuff, right? I don't know. I've never buttoned my collar all the way up to the top when I go camping, bro. But maybe I'm not doing it right. You tell me.
You're a city slicker.
I am,
Oh,
unfortunately.
that reminds me.
Where's
I
my
was
drink?
of your tight titties. I was watching Beavis and Butthead, and it's the
The
one.
show or the movie?
It was a show.
Okay.
It was like an episode. Maybe I
Okay.
should say episode. The episode.
An episode of the show Beavis and Butthead, if you want to be.
Yeah, because I forgot they do have a movie. And they were stealing balls and selling them to the golfers, and like they were in the river, and he picked up the ball and he's like, tit a lift. Look, I found balls, and they kept making ball jokes. Let's wash our balls. So yeah, I guess that wasn't a great story, but I miss Beavis. I haven't watched Beavis and Butthead.
I was gonna say, I didn't know that was the end of the story, but like, yeah, I haven't watched that shit in a long time either. I need to watch that. I've been watching. Well, for Christmas, somebody got me and we haven't talked. I don't know if I already said this. Stop me, but someone got me the Legos to build Central Park, the Friends coffee place.
Yeah, you told me.
So I built it, but what was my point?
New Year's presents, or I don't know.
But what were you talking about before that?
Shows.
Oh, so I started watching it just because I was curious of certain parts on the Lego set, because like, what the fuck is this? And then I watched the show and it's there. I'm like, oh shit, they got so much detail. Sorry, let me get this shit started. And then I'll apologize about the burpees. Testing, 1 2 1 2, test 1 2 1 2. Que onda, way? We are the Bodega. Hey, we are the 2020 Bodega Cats.
Cats.
And it's lit. and perhaps we will soon know what the fuck we're doing. But for some reason, I felt like we should be the ones to start it back in 2019. I am 50 for Peaches.
2019. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we did. I am Larizi.
Yeah, we started December of 2019, homie. We're officially
Dang.
a year old.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, some fireworks for this. It's a celebration. A Rick James bash.
Rich, rich. We're rich.
I wish. Oh, speaking of you're rich, well, first of all, I apologize for the IO cats and kittens, especially the ones on Spotify and SoundCloud or wherever you listen to your podcast. Just kidding. I always wanted to say that, but I don't think we're on any other platform. But I got the burpees because I was drinking mimosas. So bear with my champagne. I shouldn't even be drinking champagne after the night in Lorisi had the other day. But but anyway, what were we gonna say? Shit.
I'm recovering from that for like 3 days.
It actually took me a while too. I was kind of out. I was trying to act cool the next day, but I wasn't, bro. I was like, I need to fucking lay down right now, this second. I feel like we're running through like 3 stories and we haven't finished one, but I mean, Happy New Year's, IO cats and kittens. And
it is what it is.
And if it's not, we'll make it. 2021 anniversary of the IO cats and kittens.
Kick its ass if it starts to act up. I'm gonna go boom, boom, boom.
I'll help you. Speaking of whatever you just said earlier that I just forgot. Do you feel stimulated?
Yes. Oh, the other day, speaking of stimulation, I was on the couch and I was having a dream, and I was getting pumped.
Oh, that type of dream?
Yeah, and I don't know who it was, but it was good. But I was like,
holy shit.
I woke up and I was like,
hold on. And some of your dreams, you won't even start until you brush your teeth. And then in this one, you don't even know who the fuck it was.
I know. It's like my prudeness comes out in my dreams or something. Like,
and sometimes it goes away.
I'm like, yeah. And then, like, I had a pillow and I on the couch because I was laying on the couch and
you were humping it.
It was brown. It's a brown pillowcase, and there's this white stuff.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
But I think it was food. But
okay. It's like that picture of you. Yeah, you have like some cream coming out of the side of your lip, and you're like, I just met the nicest guy in the bathroom.
Now I'm so lazy. I just turned it over. I didn't watch it.
Were you sleeping? Or you mean just in general? It's just there turned around.
I haven't watched it.
Well, I didn't have cum, but I did drop some food on the couch, and I also like, so for some reason, mysteriously, a little cushion is there, which it doesn't fit in the direction of the other cushions, but you just think like, oh, she made an accident, like a mistake, and didn't put the cushion properly. No, there's a stain underneath. It's serving a purpose, So I feel you. It's okay. It's kind of like we're still going through the COVID year, because if you think about it, it's, even though I had already started back in December of 2019, that most likely it was back in New York, if I had touched anybody at that point, or like they knew about it or whenever, because I don't know the first person that got how do you say diagnosed or whatever with the COVID, but whatever it was, March is when we were told we're in danger. So I kind of feel like we can't really say like, oh, we're done with 2020, even though we are, we gotta wait until March because I feel that's when we reach a certain milestone where we're like, okay, maybe that fucking hell year was over and now it's a different situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Remember,
that's a good point.
so let's not like. That's why I'm not even talking so much shit about COVID. You know, I'm like everybody's like, yeah, fuck COVID, fuck 2020, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, we'll see. I don't want to like fucking COVID to get like, oh yeah, bitch, with your little weak asthmatic lungs. Okay, here you go. Before your birthday, pow, COVID on your ass. You know, my
Boom.
birthday's in a few days. I'm like, I gotta reach.
Day.
You know, like 20 some days. It's a few days.
What is a few? Like 20.
A few is more than three, bro. Okay, that's what I was taught. The American language taught me.
American language.
A few is more than three. A couple is two. A few is more than three. Nah, just kidding. A few is three is what I was told, but I'm just talking shit. See, I told you I needed whiskey.
I know, because you're all like.
First, I was being nice to you. So.
Oh, and the crack about the dry erase thing. How many times have you said that?
Oh my God, you're so sensitive. Jesus.
Oh, I'm kidding.
Hey, XOXO.
That's all I get.
Oh Lordy. So well, I was stimulated finally this morning. I think is when I got my check. And
It's like, oh yeah, you get to tell a story. Oh, you didn't get it
after that. What's that?
You didn't get it on Friday?
Nah, I didn't get it on Friday. And so that was cool that I got it yesterday. And
on a Sunday?
Yesterday.
What kind of?
What's today, bro?
Sunday? No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got it Saturday.
Really, it's Saturday. It's supposed to be Saturday.
I got it Saturday night. Okay. I believe, because I checked at a certain point before it was dark, and it wasn't there yet. So I checked this morning.
Sorry.
What'd you say?
Your bank is slow.
Yeah, they are. I have a lot of coworkers that they get their check way before me, and by way before I mean a few hours. You know, not like they get their check on the 1st and I get it on the 13th. Just kidding. But no, so everybody's been asking, what are you gonna do with your check? And I'm like, should we even spend it, bro? I mean, I know if you have bills, you got bills, you know, but I almost feel like
my credit is really good, so I'm just paying off bills. I think that's the responsible thing. But I've been kind of going ham on Amazon. But I don't really get Christmas presents from my family because we're so big. Like they
got their own family to worry about.
Yeah, and they usually for Christmas we do like a draw for somebody.
That's smart.
So nobody's like spending.
That's smart.
And their kids get presents, but
yeah, they worry about the kids, and then the adults just kind of like do like a.
So I bought more stuff. Oh, I got a TV. I probably told you that. Did I?
Oh yeah, you did that. So that was a big Christmas present you got yourself. That's nice.
Oh, nice. In the Roku. Like it's so nice. Like I have all these channels. Like MTV.
Yeah, VT.
VT.
Oh, you get to watch all the Ratchet shows, you know.
Yeah.
And more clear. And are you enjoying it?
It's so fun. I've been watching. Like this morning, I watched the Gremlins.
1 or 2?
One.
I think there's 3, right? Yeah, well, that's the best one.
Yeah, and I remember because I have a Furby.
I know.
Like, oh my God, that's where they got it from. Why didn't they just call them Gremlins?
Because they couldn't afford it.
The copyright?
Well, probably the Gremlin company didn't want to partner with them. And they were like, we'll create our own little weird creatures that people will fall in love with. And they did. Like people, Furbies were a big deal.
Yeah.
My brother says I'm like a gremlin, but instead of water, when they put alcohol in me. That's why I told you, like, that's where probably what the sad part would be like, the podcast picked up and we're actually blah 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 doing this and that. And then I'll be like, but I can't drink anymore, bro. It's a drinking podcast for you new people, old people, existing people, IO cats, IO kittens, and all you in between. It's a podcast of adulting entertainment, a titanium empath life with a few drinks.
You just did that like a commercial ad.
I did. I just pulled it out of my ass too.
So any people that are listening to our podcast, and Safe House, if you're listening.
Imagine how well we can sell your shit.
Yes, because we will taste it and
taste it again.
we have distinguishing palates. Distinguished palate.
I can distinguish between vodka and whiskey.
Vodka, whiskey, tequila.
Rum.
But no, that's not true. I had some Jose Cuervo.
Jose Cuervo.
I'm white. I'm sorry. Jose Cuervo.
Sounded like you look like I like Jim Carrey just said that. Jose Cuervo.
And that stuff you can mix it with margarita mix and it's fine, but straight it's like drinking like fucking piss.
I feel like Jose Cuervo was meant for mixing, and I'm pretty sure they're very proud of it. The people that make it, and they don't agree with us, but I don't know. Like, goddamn.
If Jose wants to sponsor us,
then I will start drinking and eat. then never mind what I just said.
This is
actually
good.
Love it.
We won't say that.
It's delicious when it's neat because it doesn't need any more in it. It's already perfect. If you're interested in us. No, but guess what? So I was talking to a youngin' lady, and she was talking to me about this whole TikTok business, right? And I was saying, like, because it really blew my mind, like how many people you have that I'm like, we really need to put this podcast somewhere on your page more than like a link or something, like you gotta, like every bit that you do, you gotta wear a sweatshirt or something, like do different things with our logo and shit. But anyway, so I'm like, fuck, like this is a big deal. But anyway, she was showing me this girl, and I'm not gonna remember her name. It's a blonde girl. I guess her line of work, she's a hairstylist, but I guess she developed all kinds of followers on TikTok within a year or something. I don't know if you know about her, but apparently she's a big deal, right? So she was telling me about her and showing me her page and everything, and the posts that she does, because I was telling her that I don't agree with calling those people creators when all they do is videos of other people. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're recreating a video, it's cute and all, but I just don't feel like you earn the title creator. Like, you can be an entertainer or something like that, like an influencer or whatever, not a creator. You're not creating shit. You're just like doing something someone. It's like me, if I got people and the money to like make a show and I did every fucking episode of Friends again, or Seinfeld or whatever, how am I a creator? I'm just kind of redoing something, you know what I mean? So anyway, but she was showing me, I guess this girl does create content, and she doesn't just like redo videos from other TikTok, what they call them? TikTokers?
TikTokers? I don't know.
TikTokers. Oh, okay, there you go. TikTokers. TikTokers. So anyway, that she gets paid and shit. And just the amount of people, I don't forget if it was 3 or 6 million followers, and then she got those in 1 year. Just because she started posting all that shit, you could like, yeah, she looks like she's a funny person. She looks like she's pretty creative. But I was just like, holy fuck, am I gonna have to get on this bitch? Because it's like the how fast that, for example, Instagram, I feel like IG is more about showing a certain lifestyle that is not even real. You know what I mean? That's why the
Yeah.
Bow Wow challenge became so big, is because everybody wants to see those pictures that's not real. Like, this is my BMW and shit's like, you know, can't even like, you haven't even finished paying your Honda and shit. But anyway, so IG is like that, like flashy lifestyle. I feel like is what the main thing is. Twitter is creative, small creative things, but mainly words and trends and stuff like that, you know, more like trends. So I feel like TikTok, from what I was looking at this girl's page and everything I was having this conversation about, I feel like it's more just randomness, which is what I feel we are, you know, as a podcast. So I'm like, it feels like that's the one that fits the best to what we do, because all we do is talk about alcohol, the mind,
Mind.
problems, emotions, and sex. Yeah, there you go.
Positions.
I mean, that's sex, emotions, you know, everything that I just said.
Intimacy.
I mean, you can say that, but we don't really, if we really were like an intimacy podcast, we'd be really like nice about it. And we're not. We're just like, so I was watching this porn and this girl opened up her asshole and they shoved a hot dog in there and then they couldn't get the bread out. But anyway, a true story actually that happened to, I was watching, that didn't happen to me. I didn't have a hot dog in my ass.
Oh.
Watching it. And I was like, they're not going to be able to get the hot dog out. And I was totally right. They couldn't get the bread out. And I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. Why am I watching this? But I did. I followed through.
Did that really happen, or was that just a scenario?
No, I really watched that porn. That's one of the craziest I've ever seen. I mean, I've seen some disgusting shit, don't get me wrong. But that was one of the ones where it was not really like that crazy, but at the same time, it's like, bruh. And it was 2 dudes. I'm like, how you gonna put a hot dog with the full? What? Just stick the fucking Winnie in there. Go get a cucumber or something. No,
How small are weenies? Like, you have to get the big, huge ones.
it was
like
a full-on fucking hot dog, bro, with like mustard and ketchup.
Oh God!
Thank you. I was like, how are you gonna get some of this stuff out?
You need like a bratwurst or something, at least.
But wouldn't you? And I know some of these, and I don't want to get into this because then it becomes like when I try to make fun of Larisi, and then she's like, "But yeah, that was after my mom died." You can never make a joke because she always is like, "Yeah, but that was when, right before I had my accident, I couldn't walk." Like, oh fuck. Which, but wait, it happened. Remember when you had that? You couldn't go to the conference and shit. But anyway, so I can't make jokes because Larisi will like bump them out.
I didn't realize I did that. Like, that's a bad habit. I gotta stop.
It's funny because then people can't make fun of you. But I want to make fun.
That's why people don't make fun of me now, because they know I'm like a widow.
They're like, I know, they'll be like, oh God, no. She'll throw her losses in my face.
Do that.
You don't do that, bro. I'm gonna talk to you.
Okay, I'm like, shit.
Oh my God, you don't do that at all, bro. No. I'm saying like, oh no. Sorry, should I cool it?
No.
Okay.
That's why I'm so sensitive, I think.
I was gonna say, I don't have to like make these jokes, which are jokes, but like, oh my gosh, I just saw me on the screen. You're totally right. My movies are coming out.
They want to join the club.
Hey, this is a perfect, maybe in the following week, I should join us as fans only. This is the perfect fucking way. So, IO Cats and Kittens, if you're watching on YouTube, if you like what you see, you'll see 3 more inches on our Bodega Cats podcast, fans only. And we're going to create a Cash App too. So throw some bucks our way and maybe another button will come off.
Oh, I had to scream. I should just
And if any of my
go
family is listening, I'm sorry.
bottomless. Like,
Oh,
do like a twerking rendition.
wait, what? A bottomless twerking rendition of what?
Rendin. Oh my God.
Rendition.
Yeah.
Is you telling me? Is you telling me?
You know what? I didn't have a snack, and I started drinking. I think.
Did you eat anything?
Did I eat?
I ate Shalotsky's. Shout out to Shalotsky's on San Mateo in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You guys are the shit, and you're definitely better than any other Shalotsky's in this state. I didn't have to shit on the other people, but God, why is it so different, bro? How can it be so fucking different?
I toast. Shit. Like
And I really can't wait until, even though I'll be poor, I really can't wait until Corona is over and I can go be poor by spending my money out in restaurants, like because it's not like I want to go out to restaurants. I want to go out with friends. You know what I mean?
I want to go to Safe House and
Oh God, yeah, that's
look at the big distillery and say, "I love you. You're the mother of this liquid."
and for once not have to make our own fucking drinks. I don't know how it's gonna feel like for someone to make me a delicious fancy drink.
We're gonna be highly like.
I'm gonna feel like a king.
Not too much. Oh, that too much vermouth.
We are gonna. You're totally right. You're totally right. I'm gonna be so critical.
Because I finally got all the fixings. I got vermouth, and then the bitters and cherries, olives. You know what? I'm not a fan of the Gibson.
It's an acquired taste. I told you it's kind of weird.
I don't like the onions.
I haven't met anybody till this day that does that other than people on TV.
Like maybe if I just don't eat the onion, because I'm like, oh, eat the onion, but
You don't have to. You don't have to. You know how people
flavor.
don't eat their olives.
That's true, but I like to eat the olives. It's just the onion.
Shit, bro. Sometimes I like start chewing on the orange peel in my old fashioned, but that's just piggish. But I'm pretty sure, like, if I was classy, I wouldn't be doing that. So maybe
get all the liquor out of the orange peel.
Maybe actually, yeah. Maybe actually, if you're like a classy person drinking a fancy drink, maybe you're not supposed to eat the, what do you call them? The accoutrements?
The
seasoning?
The mixer stuff. I don't know.
Whatever, yeah, the fruit, that the garnish, right?
That's it.
There you go. Oh my God. So I saw this because I'm obsessed with Amazon right now too, even though I hate saying it out loud and I hate keep doing it because I just feel like he's already so fucking rich and we keep like putting money into this asshole, you know, but whatever, like sometimes, and I'll blame it on my fucking insanity and shit. Like if I'm depressed, I'm buying shit and shit, you know. But anyway, so I was looking at this thing that I want now, and I'm like, my mind is still very like coronavirus, you know. And again, I hate talking like this because everybody around us or that I've been around is talking like it's over, like it's, you know, things are over. And I hate saying it and something happens, so I don't want to jinx myself because I know it's not over. But it's almost like you see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And anyway, I feel like, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Damn it. I was gonna say something about you're going out and you, damn it. Fuck, it was about going out and having a drink and something. God damn it. I was on a fucking beautiful rant.
beautiful rant?
You know, one of my beautiful rants that I later
What
regret, but at the moment
was
feels
on a
so good.
beautiful rant?
You know how Kanye West calls them his visionary streams of consciousness. I was like,
There you go.
maybe I'm like on these beautiful rants that are visionary, and they are don't make no any goddamn sense. And later on, I'm ashamed and embarrassed about them. But in the moment, they feel so good, Lorizy. So good. In the moment, I'm
Yeah,
just like,
good.
let all the puke, the word vomit out.
I know. Like for Christmas, I think not for Christmas, for New Year's Eve, I think I vomited all over your family. Like
Nah,
I just talked and talked.
we had a really good time. I wasn't drunk until the end. I know,
I
right?
know.
I wasn't drunk, pause, until the end. But when it was just like us, you know. But
3 bottles of champagne.
I can't believe that shit. But we had to celebrate.
The mysterious liquid that tasted like
Licorice. The next day was gone. It tasted like licorice. It must have been like some. What is there like a liqueur that tastes like licorice? I've tasted what's that one called that has little pieces of, it looks like gold pieces of, I don't know. So
Goldschlager.
does it have little gold pieces on the bottom?
Mhm.
Okay, I thought so, but I wasn't sure. That one, it tasted, doesn't it have like that weird, like, it could have almost like a, not licorice necessarily, but maybe anise or something. But it's like really strong. That's how it tasted
I
like
can't
something like
remember. I
that.
don't think I used to have one time I went to a party and what was it called? Ice. It wasn't Fireball, but it was cinnamon. It was a cinnamon liqueur. And I remember I got so wasted. Like the lady that at the party, she's like, "You need to sleep here," because I was like, "Fuck up." It was, what was it called? Fire, hot, hot damn. I think it was hot damn. You
Oh,
remember that liqueur? It-
no.
It's like cinnamon but gross, and I liked it, but then after that can't drink it anymore. But I like the Fireball, which is weird. Maybe because it's whiskey.
Yeah, ever since you told me Fireball's whiskey, I'm like, oh, okay. Like no one, yeah, Fireball has that cinnamon part is intense, but other than that, it's like a pretty tasty flavor. But have you ever had a hot flash? But a drink, not a.
Wah, wah, wah.
Hold
Uh,
on, hold on.
just point out that I'm old as that shit.
No, see, okay, I was just talking about this with someone. The American phrase is the shoe, and ours is the coat. If the shoe fits, is the American phrase, and in Mexico we say if the coat fits. But so now that's what you're
Say
doing.
that in Spanish.
Uh, well, it's the whole phrase. It's not just saying like, oh, if the coat fits. It's like al que el saco le queda, el saco se lo queda, or something like that. Which
Oh,
means if the coat fits, then you'll wear the coat. Is it hold on.
I
Something
wonder
like
what
that.
came
But
from.
but my point is that no, I wasn't even saying that. I was just saying that it's funny because it's a hot flash, but then I thought you're gonna be like, why are you gonna talk about my age that I've had a hot flash? And it's like, bitch, nobody's even talking about that. It's the drink.
I know. I need to get over that.
But the hot flash drink is Tuaca, which is an Italian liqueur, but I don't know what it's like driven from. Like I don't know what it's from, but Tuaca, and it's basically just a shot of Tuaca, and instead of a lime with salt, you have a lemon with sugar, I believe.
Hmm.
So you take the shot of Tuaca, and maybe it's not cinnamon, but I haven't had it in a long, long time. But I have a feeling like it, or like remember that it was kind of like cinnamon. And then you have the shot of they have the lemon with the sugar, and it kind of like does this balance of like citrusy and sweet and like that cinnamony, and it's like,
Hmm.
ooh, it's really good.
Yummy.
Hot shots are really good. Hot flashes. Hot flashes is what they're called.
Yes. Oh, and well, do you think we should talk about, since 2020 is over, our New Year's resolutions are,
Yeah,
people
sure.
are not doing resolutions because of 2020.
Which is
Like,
stupid because nobody really even fucking does their resolution past March.
it's true. But I did a manifest.
Oh, I believe I was a little bit coke drunky while you were doing this. But I have
Well,
hot flashes of it. No, I'm just kidding. Flashes of it.
well, I think my resolution is just to like follow through.
With everything in general?
Not everything. Like, I need one goal for the day. Like this weekend, I was like, okay, I really need to fold my clothes that are sitting on my spare bedroom, because it's like a pile. Like, I don't have any underwear because it's all in that pile. Like, I couldn't find any underwear, so I'm like, so I folded this mound of laundry. It took me like a couple of hours, like, and then I put it in my drawers. So now I have underwear. Because you're like, where are my underwear? Where are my underwear? And I have
You're going
underwear.
commando everywhere.
I had a stack of underwear like this because it was like,
Do you fold your underwear?
yeah.
Okay, I do too. Just making sure. I guess it's when you have a thong that it's super difficult to fold, right?
You just like,
Have you ever tried a folding a thong?
well, my thong is huge because I have a big ass.
So what do you like roll it? Because it's still strings.
No, I just fold it like in a.
It's like a parachute.
Like, actually, I don't really fold them.
See, you can't really fold thongs. Never knew that until I encounter one. I was like, what do you what the
Yeah, but they'll fit in your underwear drawer. It's like I have.
They'll fit anywhere. I'm pretty sure they'll fit in your ass if you really try.
You know, special panties.
Oh, special. What do you mean? What do they do?
I have panties for the sex, and then panties for every day.
Oh, okay. I get what you mean. Like some of them are like sexier, and some of them are like
and
average.
The other ones are like
average looking panties.
You know.
Yeah.
But I like underwear with, like, I have polka dots and I have flowers, and then I just have regular white undies. I have some bikinis. I'm not gonna lie, I do have some granny panties. Sometimes granny panties feel good.
Granny panties are the best, especially for periods.
Yeah.
But I found that well, see, I'm very picky with my underwear, and I like it more like in a short, version, like a little short version. So they're difficult to find and shit. So I'm really picky with them. But so that's why most of my underwear looks the same. So for my periods, I just use the red one, the red and the dark pink ones.
Yeah, I have purple. I have some purple underwear that I use because
it's better just in case, especially if you're like, oh, I'm about to take a shower and sleep with this bitch, and you're like, most likely something might happen. It's happened before. That's why I don't understand, like, when people are like, oh, my heater is like makes really loud noises. I'm pretty sure the mic is catching them, but just in case we gotta edit this part, I won't say anything. You hear it? That sounds like a beat. Hey, 50-foot peaches. Right in your street.
Bodega.
Gonna get nasty. Right up in. I'm just kidding.
Well, I just want to say, for New Year's resolutions, I've been watching the show. It's called The Unicorn. The show. It is a show. It's not a movie.
Okay, because there's a movie Unicorn with Captain Marvel, right? Just came out like a year ago.
Yeah. No. Yeah. This is a show, and it's about this widowed dad. He lost his wife, and he talks about, like, he tries to get into relationships, and it doesn't. It's not. It's only been a year for him though. But like for me, it's been 7 years, and I'm finally getting rid. Well, I've been doing that. After about 3 years, I started getting rid of, you know, my, the stuff that me and my husband had together. I started getting rid of it. But now I'm like getting rid of everything. Like, yeah. So
Like everything that that can remind you, or everything just like cleaning house.
just because I have so much crap.
So you're
Stuff
just trying.
stuff that's not really insignificant, like, or significant.
I know what you mean.
So, and I'm finally like, okay, I can get rid of this. And I'm not afraid of. I used to be afraid, like, what if I get rid of it and, like, his family wants it? But if they want something, they haven't reached out to me. So
Oh, yeah, it's not like it's been a few days.
yeah, like, and I told them, if you want anything of his, just, let me know. I'll mail it to you. But nothing. So I feel like I've reached out, so it's not like if they reach out and they're like, I want this, and I'm like, well,
No, it's all good. It's like, are you kidding me? Can you imagine if they reached out and just demanded shit? If anything, if it was me, at least, and if I reached out after so many years, I'd be all like, hey, I know it's been a while, and I'm just wondering if by any chance you still have this, can I have it? You know what I mean? It would be like, hey, I want this after all those years. Nah, bro.
yeah. So I've well, I folded all the clothes, and my resolution is to not put clothes on the bed, because then I just procrastinate. So just
That's
fold
a good
them
one.
right away and put them in my drawer. So, and I only, it's just me, so I don't do laundry all that much, you know. And I don't wash my jeans like every day.
I
So
was gonna say, you want your jeans? Just kidding.
no, you can put them in the freezer and it kills the germs.
That's what Anthony said, right?
Well,
Does that work?
especially
Does
'cause,
that work? Have you tried it? Because he says that, okay, my theory about that is this. He says that it takes away the fungus, right?
mhm.
And that same fungus, and he even mentioned it, happens when you leave your wet clothes in the dryer and you didn't dry it, or you leave it in the washer, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So my test, and I can't do the test because I don't own a washer and dryer, so I'm not gonna go either at the laundromat or like do some test, or whenever someone lets me use their washing shit. So my test would be, and you could do it when you, and not necessarily because you're gonna ruin something, because you never get that fucking smell out of things. Like it's happened to me with towels, and
Oh yeah.
I'll straight up say it. I was living with someone right after, kind of like after I had moved out from my family's, and I didn't, and that's when I realized my mom is the best laundry person in the world, because I thought everybody could just knew how to wash stuff and then I could just wash it the same. But anyway, so this person is like, washes my towels and leaves them in the washer and doesn't put them in the dryer and forgets. So when I see them like 2 days later, they stink, right? I never was able to get the smell off the towel, so I threw them away. My mom says if like you put vinegar in them and you just let them lay in vinegar, but it's like yuck. So I just threw that shit. But anyway, so the test would be to me that something like that you leave and it has that scent that is just like bacteria. If you put it in the freezer and it takes that shit away, then I'll believe the gene situation.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I'm not gross. I mean, I wear them, and like for work, jeans for work, or like a couple hours, and then I just
Oh no, I know what you're saying, and I'm not saying. I knew a person that used to tell me when I was single. Back when I was single, I laid on my sheets, and then like a month later, I turned them to the other side, so I was laying on the other side
oh
because he
my
liked
god,
to sleep on that one side. And then a month later, he turned them around, and then a month later, again switched the side. So
oh
he
my,
literally used the same sheet for 4 uses because in his mind, he's just laying in this one side of the bed. So he's just using that one side. Then he'll use the
ah,
other side, then he'll use the backwards, then the other side of the backwards.
oh
So
my god,
you can, kind of do something similar with your underwear. I'm like, all right, I'm good.
no, you know what? I change my sheets at least once a week.
Oh wow. I don't change them that often because I don't have a washer and dryer, but I change them like about, I would say every 2 weeks, but not once a week. That's a
Um,
lot. If
just
I had a washer
because,
and dryer, maybe.
like last night, I fell asleep with some wine, and I woke up and I was all wet. I'd spilled the wine.
Oh shit. There's cum on your cushion.
I
The
know.
sheets are
That's so
wet.
gross. I don't. This is why I'm single, I think.
Oh no, but why is it gross? If you were having fun with someone and making the same messes, then you would just clean it up.
That's true.
Why is it
Well,
gross?
then it was a good thing because I folded all the clothes on the bed, on my spare bed. So I just went to the spare bed and slept there. And I woke up and I was like, where am I? The bed was free because I folded all the laundry and put it away.
Oh, okay.
So it worked out perfectly.
Well, that's a good one because like I said, they say that they don't really last more than March, past March. So why make like, people make all these ones that are extreme and shit. Mine was just to work on my credit, which I kind of started at the end of the year last year.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's something, what's the word, feasible? Like it's not that crazy, but at the same time, it's very, very much doable. You know what I mean?
I've heard people have credit like 100. Like
What?
that's bad.
Oh,
100.
100. I was thinking like 1,000.
And perfect credit is not perfect credit, but 800 is like really
Yeah.
good
So that's
credit.
why I was thinking 1,000. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
People have like amazing fucking credit to the point that is beyond good. But a
My
hundred,
credit,
no, it sucks. But it's very possible, bro. Like, look at America. They
yeah.
like facilitate that shit. You know?
And I think, I think this year is going to be um really good because I'm going to finish my MA.
Hey.
And I have to fill out the paperwork to get the bonus from my work.
Oh, bro, you shit. That's the least of your worries. Just fill out that shit.
I know
You
somebody was
already did all the
telling
hard work.
that I work with, you need to do that, otherwise they won't credit you. Like, I'm like, what? Yeah, you
Fuck
have
it.
to. They're like, yeah.
Fuck it,
Anyway,
bro. I get it, but I know what you mean. But fuck it, bro. That's like you already got the fucking education done. You paid all your fucking money, your time, your brain,
yep,
your
yep,
fucking sanity, your weekends, your afternoons. So it's like, fuck it. Like writing a little application is the least of your fucking concerns.
it's true. I feel so. I feel like even though I wanted to do other stuff like in my backyard, like I wanted to just do my backyard, but it was so cold. I didn't feel like going out and cleaning my backyard. It's
Well, that
so,
happens because we get vacation at this time a
yeah,
year. Then it's like you just want to be cozy watching a movie, drinking some coffee or hot chocolate and shit. But you get summers off, don't you?
yeah, yeah. I can do
That's
that in the
cool.
summer.
Yeah, that's
I
cool,
think
bro. I
this
don't get
summer
summers off.
for my yard, like I'm gonna work on just my house stuff, like, and then I was talking to my friend on Facebook, and he was telling me, dude, don't beat yourself up because you don't get everything on your list. But if you got one
What
thing,
list though?
he was telling me to avoid procrastination.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah. That's a
you
bad
make
thing.
the list, um, and several things, not like 100, but just a couple. And if you get one thing done, then praise yourself for getting that, but don't beat yourself up because you didn't do the other two. And I was like, yes, I did that one thing that I've been procrastinating on the longest, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, don't, so what if I need to organize my filing cabinet by alphabetical, I have specific stuff that I want, and maybe my goals are too high, but maybe I need to go little, like put stuff away.
How are your goals high, bro? Now.
No, I'm just saying, other people don't have that lofty of goals, like just in their personal thing. You know, I think just having a goal is okay. Just having a goal for maybe work, maybe just personal stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I kind of think I know what you mean. Because like for example, for my job, I have no choice. I have to create goals. It's part of my job. Every year, I have to create goals at the end of January, which is about to come up. I have to show that I either met them or not, and if not, explain why and whatever. Anyway, you know what it is.
Yeah, I
So
have that too.
so I have to create goals for my job. But personally, there was a point where I did like New Year's resolution, and it was like things that I just thought, I don't know, like things that people always say all the time, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, or whatever. And then I realized I'm not gonna do shit, and nobody around me does shit anyway. So I stopped really like having a resolution. But this last year and this year, I feel like I lowered the standard to a point where they're very much reachable. So if I don't do them, then I feel bad. You know what I mean? So I think it helps me, pushing me to actually do shit. But anyway, my point is that people have these goals where, first of all, if you can't see that you reached the goal like fast, you're gonna drop that shit because it's not. We need to see that. We need to see if you're on a diet and you're like, you look and you weigh yourself every day and you don't feel like, oh, every day I'm like, for the last 3 days I haven't lost anything. It's super disappointing, and it can encourage you to stop. When as if you're like, I'm gonna check myself every 15 days,
Yeah.
and boom, and the 15-day shit, you took a big old shit and you like probably lost at least half a pound. So and then you're like, this is an encouragement. So then the next 15 days you try harder, you know what I mean? And I know it's like sounds stupid because it sounds like you're just like, you already know that. How the fuck would you be just saying so stupidly that, oh, because that's how fucking people work, that's how we work. And I know how I work. It's the same reason why I have all my clocks, especially in my car, ahead of time. It's because I know myself. I know I'm gonna get in the car and I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, but my car clock is ahead though. Still, you keep looking at it and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And when I get there and I'm like just only 2 minutes late, I could have been 32 minutes late. You know what I mean?
I do that exactly. Like I have a a clock in my room that's fast. So when I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get up. And it makes me get up because I'm like, oh, and then I remember, oh, that's fast, remember? And then I'm like, okay, I'm good. But it keeps me, it's one of those little things. You gotta trick your, because
Your mind.
procrastination.
Procrastination, but not necessarily trick your procrastination, but more like trick your mind to think that, because even again, I know my clock is ahead, but it still pushes me, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
one
like
year, one what's it called, the daylight savings, one daylight savings, I decided, okay, grow up. Oh, I was a fucking mess for like a couple of weeks, bro. And then I'm like, fuck this shit. So I switched the car thing again. I'm like, nope, I don't give a fuck if it's childish or whatever. Or like it's like, oh, you need to grow up. People have made me feel really bad about it. And I don't get me wrong, I understand. Being late is very bad. I can see it's a sign of disrespect. This is a sign of not having your shit together. It's so many things that show so many bad things. But and again, I'm gonna sound super cocky right now, but I'm like, once I show up, come on, it's not that bad. It's gonna be all right. You know what I mean?
Oh
So
my
once I'm
God.
there,
I have
what?
to tell you,
Tell me.
one of my family members on Facebook said there was this like kind of survey or something. They're like, if you were to get like $10,000 because you were late to something, who would you invite? And they put my name.
Wait. So if you were late, you would get the money?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is dumb because you
Yeah,
would,
so dumb. Because it should be the opposite.
yeah. And so she put my name, like, I'm always late. She thinks I'm always late. I'm like,
That's an insult.
I was like, really? And she was just kidding, but
And you know what? If you know, to be honest, and I know it's anybody would like laugh and say, like, how do you know? You're to me, I feel like whenever I tell you a time, I'm worried because I know you're gonna show up at that time.
I know, I'm like, I'm I'm not late.
No,
I'm
I don't
never
see
late.
you as that person that's like,
So I think,
I know a person and you know that person too, that is like, who knows how long the makeup will take and all this shit. So that person, I'm counting on 15 minutes at the least late. I never think about that.
I know, I'm just like, no one else thinks that about me. It's maybe it was just a joke, but
Maybe, but yeah, no, I wouldn't consider you like a late, chronically late person. Nah, not at all.
late. Like my mom instilled into me, like, always get there 15 minutes early, work, anything, even earlier, like an hour early. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But um, just like online, I'm not even late to online stuff. Like if I have an online thing at 8, I log on at 7:55.
Okay, I've been late, but my late is like at the most 5 minutes. But
I've
it's
been late because maybe I've had internet issues, but
oh yeah, that's maybe like 30 minutes late. No, but I feel like okay, and then that maybe you're right. Maybe that is me not being responsible. But if I have my life going on normal and then I'm like, oh, I got 3 minutes. Let me go take a shit. And then I go take a shit and I'm like, I got a minute and a half. Wash my hands, whatever, and then come out here and then my internet doesn't work. Oh, like any other like person, and I know I have people in my life that would tell me if you would have been 15 minutes early, but I'm like, well, I wasn't. I was 30 seconds early, and now my shit is fucked because now I gotta reboot the internet, which is gonna take about like 3 minutes, right? So now I'm 5 minutes late. And but you tell the story to someone, they'll be like, see what happens if you would have shown up 15 minutes early? You would be 10 minutes early.
like my mom. That's my mom would say. Well, well.
Well, let me tell you, and I know I tell people, and I don't mean it like in a cocky way, but I use it anyway. Once I show up, you're gonna love it anyway. But
Yeah,
now, what I mean is,
you,
is
you
that
don't you
I'm
don't need
gonna
to
work
remember.
until somebody says we're done. I'm not the type that I'm like, oh, let's go home, or like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? So that's but someone told me, yeah, but some of us don't want to work that late. So that's why we show up early. And I'm like, oh, well, touche, bitch. But anyway, homie, how you doing on drinks? Because I need a drink.
Yeah, I need
I'm a little tipsy.
a tips. I need maybe I'll have a piece of cheese.
Maybe I'll have some whiskey and a pickle.
Whiskey pickle. Pickle dick. No.
Ew. Oh, you know what I really crave right now? Bob's. No, not Bob's. Doghouse. A Doghouse hot dog. Oh, I wish they delivered. Oh,
They
fuck.
don't?
That sounds so
They
good.
don't
No.
deliver?
Nah, bro. It's a drive-up place. It's the best drive-up fucking hot dog place. And then, the thing is when you look at it online and people look at the pictures and they're like, this is what I got. It looks fucking disgusting, but it tastes
Yeah.
so good.
It is the messiest motherfucking shit ever.
It's kind of like my pussy. It's not the prettiest, but it tastes so good. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna bleep this.
That's what I say.
Just kidding.
I mean it. I'm gonna get a drink too.
I need a drink, bro. Look, and I'm pretty sure you knew because I was drunk and you weren't, that I got the little bottles, the chocolate alcohol bottles. Did you see?
I thought that was a cigar.
Oh, well, no, I got it as a Christmas gift, those little miniature bottles that are chocolate, but they have liqueur inside or like alcohol. This one was I just destroyed the little package. I don't know what it was, but most of them are whiskey. But it's interesting because once you take the little top off, the bottom is literally filled with alcohol, with the exception of like how thick the chocolate is, But they're really fucking tasty. Like somebody that doesn't like alcohol and likes chocolate cannot eat these.
What's in there? Whiskey or?
I believe it's whiskey. I ruined the package, but they were like I think there was 6. 4 out of 6 were whiskeys. 1 was a cognac, and the other one vodka.
Where'd you get them? Who gave them to you? Or somebody?
I don't want to say who gave them to me, but for Christmas.
Okay. Nice.
So when you open it, this is the thing I was telling people, and I'll take you some when I go see you next week, but you gotta kind of cut the top off because you have all this filled with alcohol. So you kind of cut the top off. What I do when I cut it, I just take the shot, because otherwise you can cut it and then alcohol is like everywhere and shit, and you're losing all your alcohol, so it's like pointless. You know what I mean?
That's like alcohol abuse.
Exactly. So that's why if it was only chocolate lovers, they wouldn't care. But I don't think a chocolate lover can handle this, because you can taste the alcohol, bro. It's literally like taking not a half, it's taking like a third of a shot. Yeah. But anyway, do you have anything else, bro? I literally had nothing for today, and I'm sorry, I owe cats and kittens if we've been boring or whatever, but I had nothing for today. Happy New Year's, you guys.
I got my Trump change, so I feel good. I feel like this is kind of a new beginning, even though just my time concepts are all messed up, and the way things used to be. I don't know. It's gonna take us a while to recover, even if we don't go back to real stuff until maybe next year or the year after. I'm eating pistachios.
I think we'll go back in the middle of this year to somewhat of a normality. But you're right. I think that we're going to rush into things right now where I don't think people realize that there's some of us that are very delicate when it comes to like our emotions and shit. And
very delicate.
Yeah, bro, this is not easy. They can't just ask me to from now on, Monday through Friday, show up and be at the office for fucking more than 40 hours. Are you kidding me? It's gonna be difficult, not only like physically, well, I'm not gonna say this out loud because I know there's some people that are around us. Anyway, is saying too much, but besides that, physically, there's another physical thing is I can't not go to the bathroom every fucking 20 minutes. I cannot. I have to. So tell me how I'm gonna do that now with my job. Like that's gonna be fucking hard. Even that physically, besides the other part that I'm not gonna mention, but anyway, besides that, the mental piece of it that bro, when I'm out there, and I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything, or maybe I just am, and I've been trying to like be like, all right, maybe I am dramatic and I'll own that shit, but I think it's more than that. It's anxiety and all these other things. When I'm out there doing things, I can't wait to come back home and clean myself from corona or like just be home and be safe. It does like this thing, like I'm like, why are there so many cars on the freeway? We're not supposed to be out. Like I freak out and shit, you know? So I think it's gonna take time for me to just come back to life. Like I went to a store and there was a line and I freaked out because I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to be in here. And it was just, I've been doing a lot of delivery stuff. I've been doing a lot of like picking up orders, but like curbside to go. So you're right. I think it's going to take a while to adjust yourself and it's going to be pretty fucked up. And then if they don't allow us to do that, because not even us, like other people also could be creating like future problems. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
shit, man.
I get it. So I'm just gonna take it one baby step at a time. I think that's my motto. Baby step. As long as I'm moving forward, whether it's like a turtle or a rabbit, I'm moving. Don't try to compare me to, whether I'm moving like a rabbit. Who cares? As long as I'm moving forward, right?
I told you. Yeah, I mean, well, no, I can't say, but I mean, I get what you're saying, homie. I don't know. Again, once there's literally no excuse. There's literally no excuse, and we're like, you can't just be at your house, bitch. Like, you gotta go to work or whatever, right? So that means vaccine. That means like, a lot of shit has worked out or happened or like kind of like something, right? I still think I'll need help mentally to adjust to something that I never even liked in the first place. You know what I mean? I used to get anxiety in the first place going to certain situations, and obviously it hasn't enhanced. So you can't expect me to just be all like, oh yeah, we're back to normal and shit. I was never normal. So acting normal is going to take a while,
Yeah, I got you. I know what you're saying.
We'll figure it out though, homie. But anyway, we got almost 2 hours, but yeah, I don't want to be depressive or anything like that. I'm happy about the new year. I'm just feeling a little drunky, but other than that, I'm really happy. We had a good New Year's, we had a good time.
Yeah, I had so much fun, even though, the person I was with talked and talked and talked, and I just listened.
Hey, you chose that person to spend it with New Year, so maybe sometimes you just gotta fucking deal with shit because you love someone.
You fucking gotta deal with that shit. No, I love you, man.
I love you too, Broski.
That was fun.
I love you too, Broski. That was fun, especially eating some green chili stew in the morning, and because you always disappear like the perfect one night stand. You're the perfect one night stand. Like you leave before I even, notice you're gone.
But no, the champagne hit me hard, bro.
Me too. I'm not used to drinking champagne like that, and bro, I was out. I was just like, I don't even know how I was able to hold on that morning. And then that morning I was like, let me have a michelada. Almost fucking threw up, bro. That always usually helps me. I'm like, oh,
I
fuck.
know. Like the day after I tried to have a drink and I
Nope.
I got sick. So I just had water. I think my body was dehydrated.
Yeah, you know, if I have like too much whiskey or beer or whatever, the next day I'm like, I need a michelada bad. This time the fucking champagne was like, fuck no, bro. Nothing like nothing.
Champagne. Yeah. Champagne. Well, just by itself. Like add some orange juice or something. At least you get vitamin C.
Or I
But
have a theory that maybe expensive champagne maybe is better.
yeah. Oh, but wasn't that expensive champagne at first?
No,
The
nothing is
glitter?
expensive. No, I'm talking expensive, bro. I'm talking Jay-Z expensive.
Oh.
Yeah, because mine was 20 and I thought that was cheap, but there's way cheaper. And what was like, I'm talking about like 600, $1,000 champagne bottle.
Okay.
If that's the one that doesn't give you a headache, then I'll have that all night. But yeah,
I don't remember how much. I think mine was 12.
see, I thought I was like, well, I'm not gonna get the $6 one because this one, it has to be better, right? It's not, you know what? And when it comes to alcohol, most of the time, of course, it is like the cheaper is the less good. But sometimes it's not because when they're not aware of certain type of shit. I don't know how to explain it, but there's sometimes where you find tequila that's not that expensive and it's actually not that bad of a tequila. You know what I mean? So I guess there's like some stragglers out there that are good even if they're cheap. Well, just like anybody. Hey.
Bum, bum, bum.
Anyway, homie, so I Cats and Kittens, I literally had nothing for you today other than my presence and to say Happy New Year's. We are officially 2021. We are officially a 1-year-old podcast. And you better recognize when you see one. Real. Just kidding.
Yeah. We love you, 2021. You gotta be better than 2020.
Oh, God, I hope so, homie. I hope it is, but let's just keep it together. And
Spectacles.
again, is like
Watch.
people acting like shit's over. Like, when are we going to pod together? You know what I mean? That's when I know shit is kind of over. Like, we need to get back to something that's when people are like, well, what's normal anyway? Or like, oh, well was normal cool? Nah, bitch, normal has never been part of my fucking life. I wish at some point I wish I was normal and then I realized I don't want to be, but normal has never been part of my life. So no, bitch, I'm not trying to say let's go back to normal like there's a normal. Obviously my life is fucked up, but I like the fucked up shit that was going on back before 2020, you know?
I'm fucked up.
It was manageable. I fucked up shit, being depressed, being all this shit. It's not the easiest shit in the world. But when you can go outside to the fucking movie theater or to a fucking market or something and breathe, at least you have more like ways like get on your bicycle and not be afraid that corona's gonna hit you in the face with an intense force because you're going so fast. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, there is no normal, bitch. But there was some coping mechanisms that we tried, us fucking empaths, that now is like,
I
bro.
know. Now I have to get on the bike and lose some extra corona weight. I'm
You
gonna. Ooh,
right?
that's a new word. Corona weight.
That's true, bro.
That's in
That's
our
true.
dictionary.
You're right. You're right.
Corona
If anything,
weight.
like I'll start working out and but I just need more from life.
Well, I'm actually not to be like privileged or anything, but I'm doing okay because I mean, like some other people, they don't have jobs. I have a job.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'm able to pay my mortgage, so you know, manifest whatever.
Oh, 100%, bro. I'm not complaining. I told you this whole time during COVID, I've tried not to complain so much to just realize or know or like let it be known that I'm aware that I'm way privileged having a job, staying home, working at home. But what I'm saying, like when people are like, when I say like, well, maybe we'll have some sort of normality back in when in March, and they're like, well, what's normal? Were we normal? But wait. It's like, shut the fuck up. Normal has never been part of my vocabulary. What I'm trying to say is that I'm trying to go back where I can breathe fucking air without being worried that I'm gonna die. You know?
Yeah.
I can share a goddamn blunt with someone just by trusting them that they're not a whore. Because that was enough to know that I'm not going to get a venereal disease by sharing a blunt with the fucking nasty, right?
Well,
now it's
I'm
like, they don't
a
got to
whore.
be nasty. They might got the corona and give it to me, and they're not even nasty, and I might die because I share a fucking blunt, you know?
I'm a whore in my dreams. That's
Well,
all.
you're, according to you, you're starting to be. Because first you had to brush your teeth.
I know. That's so weird.
Oh, bro.
Oh, I have one more thing. I had a dream about my coworker, and we. Oh shit! I think I'm cold drunky. My coworker. Oh, my coworker and this other person. We went to like a hostel. You know what a hostel is? Like a.
Bro, I did it, and I enough hippies.
Okay, and it was like in Oklahoma, and we decided to take like walks, and because it was in the you know outdoors and trees and grass, and so I started taking this walk and I got lost, and like none of the streets had names, and so like I tried to get back to the hostel and I couldn't find it, and anyways, a long story short, we ended up in this warehouse, and we were calling to find the hostel people to to pick us up because we were lost because none of the like streets had names, so we didn't know where to go, and it was just weird. And so we were on the phone, and this chick comes in, and she has these name badges with names on them, and I was like looking at them, and she's like, she came in like, and I was like, we're not stealing anything, we're just using the phone. And so she took the name badges, and then when we got done with the phone, she was in the room, and she was like looking at us like, and then we were in this warehouse, and then there's these kids, and we were trying to help these kids. Like this little kid had just a shirt and underwear, and I was like, come here, and he was cold, and so I was like wrapping him up with my sweater and just random. But my coworker, like, I wonder what, because of the new year, this is what we're gonna have to do is like wrap up people and care for them. Yeah, I don't know what the, I don't know what the point of that dream was, but oh,
Whoa.
it's this other worker, like he went fishing, and he was like, in Oklahoma the fishing is better, in New Mexico there's no fishing, and he caught this weird fish that I never heard of before. It's like a skiff. I'm like, what's a skiff? He's like, it's a really good fish. And then I remembered our fishing talk. Remember, we are gonna go ice fishing,
Yeah.
but first we have to do the waders.
Right.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that. Yeah.
I don't know what the point of that story was, but we need to go ice fishing.
Yeah, I don't know either, but yeah, for sure. That'd be fucking cool.
I'm an excellent swimmer because
Oh. Oh.
I was a dolphin in another life.
Oh, that's why you like your dolls.
I just like water.
Mm.
Water is like my energy. It's like my superpower.
No,
Uh,
I've met some people that like water does like this thing for them that
I'm like Aqua Woman.
I wish that is there an Aqua Woman other than that bitch that
I don't
what's her
know.
face that they created that character?
If I could hook up with Aquaman,
Hey, there you go, bro.
that'd be good.
I'll hook up with Wonder Woman and hope and maybe the third movie won't be as fucking crappy.
Oh my god, it was so bad. I'm sorry.
Nah, it was a bad
I
movie.
tried to watch it again, and it was just like
I
so
watched it again
lame.
yesterday. It was better the second time, but not. You know,
And
it would have happened in the theaters. We wouldn't have cared because we would just been like, ah, that sucked. And in 2 weeks, we would have forgotten about it. But now it's like, damn, like this could have been like the movie that showed that from now on, which sucks for theaters, you know, that they would die. But that shows that we don't need theaters. You know what I mean? But anyway, homie, we're like
yeah,
past our bedtime, and
you're into a pumpkin.
we are. Nah, I want to see the last end of the game, but
Oh,
but no, I have nothing else. I really have nothing else. You had something? What'd you say?
Oh no, the score of the game.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I'm not telling.
Okay. Because I'm watching it from the beginning. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I gotta look at some work stuff. So.
Well, and I will see you in 3 days.
I'm thinking about mounting my TV in a different place.
You're like, I'm thinking about mounting. Oh.
Mounting my imaginary lover.
I thought that was a done deal, and that's why I'm coming over to help you. You haven't decided? You haven't decided to mount it?
I'm gonna move my furniture though.
Oh.
Tomorrow.
Well, you let me know because I have like 3 haircuts to do apparently. So I'm doing the haircuts and then stopping at your place to help you with the mount. Because I'm not doing the mount before.
I ordered a new mount.
Okay.
I don't know if it will come in, but I can do the mount. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, if it doesn't come in, then we'll do it later, bro. Because you need somebody to help you just so you don't drop your TV. I did mine by myself, but my spot is like so small that I can hold the TV and hang it. And you could too, but if it's like higher or
so freaking light.
And that's the cool thing. But I have so many holes in my wall, and my brother literally just did 2. So if your wall can look like that rather than mine, that's better. So that's if someone helps you to measure and to see like how it's aligned and everything, that's way better than having to like just drill a bunch of shit and see, oh, okay, no, never mind. You know what I mean?
I ordered the LED lights too.
Oh, cool. I need to eat something, bro.
I'm drunk.
I'm drunk. I need to eat something. My mouth's dry as fuck. But
I love you, man.
I love you, man. And there's your my light almost fell off. There's your podcast, your first podcast of 2021. We could have canceled it if we wanted to, but we didn't for you guys because it is 2021 and we are the Bodega Cat. And even though I look like I'm going camping, I'm staying in, you guys.
You're outdoorsy, but inside-y.
I'm outdoorsy inside because of COVID. And this is the podcast, and I'll figure it out while I edit, bro. Because we're all over the place today.
I don't own any flannel. Maybe I should get some flannel.
No.
No.
People already thought you were a lesbian. There's no need for you to get flannel, trust me. Unless you're hot. Unless you're cold. Unless you're cold, don't get flannel. Your husband thought you were gay, bro. You want to get flannel? You already wear Birkenstocks with socks. Birkenstocks with socks.
True.
Don't get a flannel.
But I want to be cool like you.
Unless we go camping. Then you can wear your flannel.
I have a flannel of his that I can wear.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Again, now I can't make a joke because you made it like emotional.
Oh.
Wear your flannel then. Wear your flannel. Shit.
I will wear my flannel.
Anyway, I'm gonna go check on my team. Don't tell me anything because I have my hopes up, even though it's whatever. Don't tell me like now with your face. I'm trying to figure it out. So I guess I'm not gonna look at you anymore.
I will tell you.
I love you guys.
I love
And
you.
by that I mean Lorizi.
I mean that. I mean that from the bottom
And
of
the
my
IO Cats and Kittens. You guys are all right. If it goes out, I am 50-foot peaches.
Lorizi here.
And we are the Bodega Cats. And it's lit. And this is episode 50-something after 2020, 2021. And hopefully it'll be fine and we'll just figure it out.